Hi there. Pardon my voice. Honey, that eclipse be kicking in. Blame everything on the eclipse. Well, hello, this is going to be a general love reading for all signs. Pardon if you hear my washer in the background. I have to multitask today. But I really wanted to get a reading in just to check on the energy of what's popping, to just get a good feel of what's going on. As you guys know, we just had the Ring of Fire solar eclipse. We're under a new moon right now. So for those of you that got to see it, yay. I didn't look at it, I didn't watch it. Here in Hawaii, we don't have like the best view of it. But I did watch some of the footage, and here we go. All right, so you guys know I always tell you eclipses are wild cards. Here we fucking go. Our very first card is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is cycles. That's exactly what this is, right? It's the ending of a big life cycle for most of you. Well, for those of you that are not hanging on for dear life to some old shit, the wheel will turn. Obviously we have free will, but the wheel's gonna turn, and eclipses bring changes, right? Now the eclipse energy can last up to, I don't know, 6 months per se. It depends. Everybody's got a different, timeline. Everybody's got a different cycle. Everybody's got different lessons. But for the most part, eclipses can last a long time. It's very now you see me, now you don't, right? It could be, I've always felt that this particular eclipse season was going to be about timeline changes, quantum leaps. I mean, with your first card being the Wheel of Fortune, it is luck. And it's destined and fated, and it's serendipitous, and it's auspicious. It can be fucking magical if you let it, right? A lot of new beginnings can come, but we must be able to recognize the new beginnings. You gotta be able to recognize it. If you're only looking at despair and you're really negative Nancy, Mrs. Doubtfire, right? If your very glass is half empty, you're never gonna see the prospects of beautiful things. And this is about allowing change to happen. And sometimes change doesn't feel so great. Endings can be brutal as fuck. But what do I always tell you, right? When one door closes, 5 more open. I saw this quote, and I posted it recently on my Instagram, and it said some shit like, when one door closes, a whole house opens up. But you gotta let it close, right? You gotta let endings happen. Endings mean new beginnings, because you can't have one without the same. The Chariot, and that's Cancerian. Chariot is literally movement. It's forward progress. Chariot is going to come forward. It's going to push through. It's victorious. But there must be balance with the Chariot energy, right? There has to be some kind of balance. Movement. Hold on. Someone's texting me. Movement. Do you want to move forward? Because if you don't, you don't have to. It's free will. The universe is not going to force you. Although if the Tower comes in, right? If we get the Tower card, then we know. I mean, eclipses are like towers. So I want to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. And don't get me wrong, we do have free will, but to some extent. Because the Tower is what? Universal energy. It cannot be stopped. It's this like outside external force that comes in. And for those of you that keep resisting change, it does that. It rips it from your fucking hands. It can be very abrupt. This could be very abrupt change, but with the Chariot, it doesn't feel like you're going backwards, although it is perspective. It can look like you're getting dragged back, but isn't it like it's a symbolism of like the arrow. When you shoot an arrow, you gotta pull the motherfucker back first. So you might get pulled back in order to be catapulted forward. This is quite important to remember. People get really discouraged when shit don't work out and things fall apart. And they feel like, oh my God, you know, why is this crumbling? Why did this not work out? How come this didn't, I didn't get the job? Well, I didn't get the check. Well, I didn't get all this shit. Well, what if you're not supposed to? What if all of those setbacks are really the arrow getting pulled back because you're about to catapult forward into some place that you can't even fathom? You can't even see it. You can't even imagine it. It's beyond your fucking wildest dreams. I mean, but you gotta believe in that. You can't just say like, well, you know what? I don't believe in shit like that. Then it'll never come. Because when it walks right in front of you, you'd never recognize it. This is great changes coming. Huge ass changes. And for many of you, you need it. Fucking magnet. Magnet with the crow. Crow is a big fucking deal because the crow symbolizes magic, mystery. It's a new event or happening, a fucking omen. Is this an omen telling you that you are going to be magnetically attracted to a person or a thing in the future that you just can't see yet, right? The magnet talks about magnetic pull, attraction. It's longing, it's desire, it's gravity, it's yearning. I mean, do you have a yearning for a better life? Then fucking act like it. How are you gonna have a better life if you keep entertaining shit options and keep yourself stuck? We do have to take accountability for ourselves, right? We can't just blame it on the world. We can't just blame it on a shit fucking partner. Are we taking accountability? Are we making the best choices in our life to be able to put ourselves in a position to fucking win? Or are we not? Magnet is a very, I just got the chills, right? Because if you are open to love and you have been looking for love in all the wrong places, if you've been doing that, you got to stop doing that. Because there's something coming. It's an omen, right? The crow says, burr, burr. I'm really bad at mimicking sounds, you guys know, but it's like a fucking horn. It's like the crow is caw-caw, caw-caw, and it's saying, it's coming. The wheel's gonna turn. Are you ready? All right, buckle up, buttercup. It's an extremely strong pull, the dolphins. The dolphins is casual. It's casual encounters. It's fun. It's playful, right? It is. It's all of those different things. It's like, oh, kicking it up and I'm just having fun. And having fun's fucking great. But see, this is the issue where two people have. If you meet a person who just wants to have fun and you want something deeper, that's a goddamn incompatibility right off the bat. Could you hope and pray that they change their intentions? You could. Motherfucker, you could change your intentions. But right off the bat, do you guys want the same things? And if you don't, it's okay. It's not personal. It's not personal. It's vibrational. It's not your person. Not a big deal. Unless you make it a big deal. There's fucking 8 billion people in this world. There is somebody for everybody. What's that saying? There's a lid for every pot. And I'm not in the business of trying to put lids on my pot that don't fit. I want a tight fit. I want a perfect fit. You know what I mean? And you guys know I am very, very, very confident about waiting for myself personally. You do you, but I have been single and kind of checking it out there and dabbling here and, you know, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I have not found a person, not yet. And yet is a key word, right? Because for those of you that say, well, bitch, what does the word yet mean? Can somebody Google it? It means something that didn't happen yet. Something that could happen in the future. It means it didn't fucking happen yet. People get so upset about it. They get their panties up their ass crack about it. Well, bitch, it's yet. It didn't happen yet. But if it did happen, are you in the position and in the right vibration and in the right frame of mind to be able to recognize it? Oh, is it one of these kinds of readings I guess it is, because it's an intense energy. And you know, if I'm reading the energy, it's going to come across the way it is. I mean, my style is intense any goddamn way, but it's even more intense here because this magnet feels really fucking intense. There's an intensity. The hell is that shit? The woman. Oh, look what's on the bottom of the deck. It's the second Wheel of Fortune card in this deck. In this deck, there's two. What is the Wheel of Fortune again? Turning point, change. It can be fortune and luck. You better buy them lotto tickets, bitch. It's destiny, it's fate. It's what's meant for you. If you believe in that, do you believe that what's destined will happen? I mean, I believe in that. I believe that there's got to be something more than just this. Why are we here? Just to fuck around? Are we here just to go to work every day and struggle and pay bills and be sad about that and come home and be miserable? Fuck no. I would hope to Christ that's not what you think this is all about. The wheel 2 times. Welcome to eclipse season, bitch. Now, why is the woman here? Because look at the bottom of the deck. Look, Empress. Venus, god of love. You see how she's being blinded by the light? Because she is so submerged in self-love. She screams without screaming, I love me. Every cell of her body permeates, I am love. Right? The card itself says attraction and attractiveness in ourselves and others. Grace, charm, beauty, love, relationship, art, magnetism, abundance. So it could be a new abundant cycle. You had 2 cycles here. 2 Wheel of Fortune cards, right? Cycles. And it talks about pleasure and happiness. If you're not happy in your life alone, how the fuck are you going to be happy with another person? You're going to put all of your hopes and dreams into someone else? That's how you get fucked up. You cannot put all your value into another person's opinion of you. Well, because they don't think I'm lovable, I must not be. Well, because if they don't want me, I must not be very attractive. What if they're just a shit person who don't know shit from shit? They wouldn't know a good fucking person if it's out on their face. You're going to put all of that, your value, in them? Oh, please. I wouldn't even ask them for the time of motherfucking day. They might get that wrong. Shit. No. Venus, goddess of love. She says, I love me. And I pour into my own cup. And I permeate with a light. And it is gravitational. I gravitationally, magnetically pull into me all of these wonderful things. And not everything has to be a big thing. Remember, the universe will test us in little ways. Sometimes the universe just goes, well, this is what's coming. If you say, well, this was shit because I found only $5 on the road. Well, this is shit because I only got a 50-cent raise. The energy that comes off of you is this energy of ungratefulness. We got to be grateful for the little things as well as the big things. Because sometimes the little things lead to really big things. And sometimes big things are just temporary. And sometimes what seems to be big, what seems to glitter is not actually gold. Do you want fool's gold? Or would you want something that will lead you to gold? I'd rather be led to gold than be thinking I want, and I'm just like, it's fast, it's temporary, it's quick, it's 15 minutes of fame, 15 minutes, quick money, and you lose it all. I wouldn't want that. Damn, you bitches be getting dragged right off the bat. And I did say you bitches and not me. I mean, shit, we all got shit. We all got shit. I'm not perfect, and I make sure you guys know that. We all have our issues. We all are some level of fucking nuts and crazy. We are. It's just about being self-aware. Eclipse season is going to be quite interesting. This is my midnight hour oracle that I created. You got secrets, mystery, hidden. And then you have the ritual card, which is spell work, manifest magic. I feel like you're not going to see it coming, what you have manifested, the things that you've wished for and prayed for. This magical, serendipitous, destined, fated fucking fortune and luck that we're talking about, you don't see it coming. Because usually that's how it happens, huh? Because usually you don't see it coming. Because if you saw it coming, you would sit there and you would overthink it. Or you would sit there and you would be fearful. And that is why the universe knows better. Sit in a place of openness to what is for my greater good. Don't be just open to any goddamn thing, because then any goddamn thing will come. Remember, we cannot control who we attract. We control who we entertain. That's power in itself. That's the power of self-love. It's to say, well, thank you for being interested, but I'm not. Well, thank you for, blah, 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 but no, thank you. Grief. Mourning. Sadness, sorrow. Someone's purging something. Yeah, see, emotions. It literally says purging on the motherfucking card. It's like I'm psychic or something. See that? Look, grief, sadness, or it literally says purging on there. Right there. Like I'm psychic. Or something. I know that pisses off my haters. I love it. It's like I fucking said. Someone's purging. I could feel it. It didn't feel to me like something else, right? Purging means what? It means we are releasing and getting rid of what shouldn't belong or what there's too much of. People will use that example. I'm going to purge and get rid of shit in my closet. The purge. Purging. A release. Some of you got a lot of shit built up inside of you. Shit, if you feel like you want to cry, bitch, cry. Why the fuck not? Why wouldn't you release all these emotions? Tears can be very healing. It's like a fucking baptismal. But bitch, don't cry about every damn thing, because then your eyes will be so filled with water, you won't be able to see shit. So being very balanced, right? Being very tempered and self-aware. But it's okay to feel emotions. You're supposed to. You have to feel it to heal it. But we're not supposed to drown in our emotions. Look at the bitch. She's drowning in the water. Are you feeling a bit emotional? Did this new moon make you feel like that? Did it make you feel a little sad, a little depressed? Did it make you feel a little bit despair? Like, oh, I don't know, man, a little bit disappointed. Okay. Remember, the arrow has to be pulled back before it is shot forward. There's a lot of release that needs to happen, because beautiful things are coming and you're not going to see it. I mean, look at that. You're not going to see it. You think I'm going to see it? No, the fuck you're not. Look at the broom card, bottom of the deck. It says cleaning house, freedom and protection. Some of you are cleaning house, meaning getting rid of people in your life so you can be free, so that there's room and space for someone new to come in. And with that, let's shuffle my fucking Crimson Secrets. Because, we did have the attraction card there. And I know you bitches are like, well, is love coming? I don't know, is it? You tell me. Connection. An obstacle, and the chaser. Bridge would be communication, right? That's why I chose that picture for the card. Not all connections, though, are good connections. Are you creating an obstacle or block in your life by staying connected to certain people, places, and or things? Are you? What does that mean? It means, are you entertaining devil dick? Are you entertaining people that you shouldn't be entertaining? Are you? Are you prolonging healing within self? Are you not practicing self-love? It could be a fucking zillion different things at this point, right? But the obstacle would be there is a connection here that should not be. Some of you have been chasing some shit. And what you've been chasing is a goddamn brick fucking wall. So it says chaser. You shouldn't be chasing things that aren't for you. What if you're chasing something that's not going to budge? You're chasing leads you down a fucking dead end. Stop doing that. Divine feminine. You know what divine means, right? Divine means light. A feminine is just any old bitch. Could be a low vibrational bitch, could be an unhealed bitch, could be a bitch who's whatever. Divine means that we have allowed the light to penetrate within us, so that we have allowed healing to take place, so that we have risen in vibration. Because divine means that, right? It means something that's amazing and high vibrational, and it means light. And so to be considered a divine feminine, it would mean that you are no longer accepting shit. Remember the goddess card earlier, the Empress, goddess of love, how she permeated all that light? That's what that would be. It's not somebody who's sitting over there and letting somebody cheat on them, or letting somebody take advantage of them, or staying at a job and letting their boss take advantage of them, or, you know, or beating up on their own fucking selves, which is the worst thing you can do. Because you can't control what other people do to you, but you can control what you do to yourself. And that's really important to remember. We can't control what they do. We can't control what they say. We can only control our reaction to what they do and what they say. But we control how we treat ourselves. Are you treating yourself like you're a gem? Are you treating yourself like you are lovable? Because if you don't treat yourself like that, they will not either. Lead by example. I show motherfuckers how to love me by loving me. So there is no confusion. Nobody can come in here and say, well, I didn't know how to treat you, Miss Evie. I didn't know. No, motherfucker. You see the way I treat me? You see what I accept? You see what I don't accept? Exactly. I set the tone and the pace. There's no confusion when it comes to how you treat me. I don't tolerate it in business affairs, in romance, in non-romantic encounters. I don't give a fuck. The way I treat me shows everybody that's how you treat me. This divine feminine means that someone here is going through the process of rising up, healing, finding yourself again, being in love with yourself again. Listen, if you don't know how to love you, right, and you don't know what self-love is, and you don't know what that healthy love feels like, anybody out there can sell you on some bullshit love because you don't know what it feels like and you don't know what it looks like. So if they go, well, this is what love looks like, and they're giving you some half-ass fucking relationship, you'll go, oh, okay, this is love. But if you love you and you know exactly what that kind of healthy love feels like, you know that's bullshit. Those are the lessons that we've learned. We've learned that. I've learned that. I did let myself be treated like shit because I didn't love myself and thought, well, they love me. And then when they didn't love me, I immediately thought something was wrong with me. Now I know. No, they don't know what love is. Not everybody does know what love is. Not everybody knows what mutual respect is, common courtesy. Not everybody operates from that level. This bitch does. Now, this intoxicated card right here reminds me of that magnet card we had earlier. It's like this intoxicating magnetic pull to a person. It's attraction. And I don't think it's happened yet. And if it has happened, it would have been very recent. How recent? This month? But I don't think it's happened yet for most of you. See, sexual encounter. It's coming. Don't worry, honey. You're going to be bent all around and flipped upside down and in no time. You will be, okay? You're going to be all right. You're going to be fucking Elasta Woman from Incredible. Don't worry about that. You know what I mean? Enjoy your time now. That, you know, you ain't got a little neck and my back and my neck and my back. And oh my God, you be walking all ball-legged. And right now you're not. And okay, so go and chill the fuck out. It's your time to relax. This is coming. Now, the thing about intoxicated is it's just like alcohol. A little goes a long way. Everybody's tolerance is different. But also, the more we drink or the more that we are under the influence of something, the more, what? We lose control. So that you don't want to do. You don't want to put yourself in a place of not being able to think properly and not be able to make really good decisions. And, well, I didn't remember because I was so drunk or buzzed. And I'm not just talking alcohol. This is in attraction. Being drunk off of attraction to a person. Little doses, bitch, little doses. And remember, they gotta earn that fucking spot with you. You don't see a motherfucker sitting next to me. Why? Because they haven't earned that yet. I haven't met anybody that I feel that connection with, but they gotta earn it. That's why you don't see me going around with 4, 5, 6, 7 different dudes like I've done in my old life. In this life, it is a goddamn honor to be in my life. And you gotta earn it. Sexual encounter. I bet it fucking is. Romance. Look at how she's bending all around. You thought I was joking, huh? Now you bitches gonna be bent. You bitches gonna be on your knees in no time. See, romance is coming. But you gotta wait for it. You can go and chase all the things that aren't for you. Go run around like a dog chasing its own fucking tail. That's not what I would want to do. Honey, I am a queen. In every sense of the fucking word. I sit on my throne. And I call into me the things that I want by attracting it in, but by also being the energy that I want to attract. How am I going to want to attract a really good person if I'm not? How am I going to attract someone who's successful in all these things and I'm not? Now, don't get me wrong, honey. I'm not perfect. I'm a fucking hurricane. You know me. I'm very honest. You guys, if you follow me since day one, apartment on the beach, you know, I have been through some shit. We all have. Nobody comes to the table perfect, but we do have this advantage now in this new vibration of our healing and really loving ourselves, and you have all of these little tools here in your tool belt, in your tool chest. You have all of the right cards in your hand to win. I'm gonna do a small spread with the tarot. Which tarot deck? Give me a second. How about we do the Tattoo Tarot? I love the Tattoo Tarot deck. Queen of Wands. There's a tower. Didn't I tell you, bitches, that it's the tower energy coming with the eclipse? And there it fucking is. See the tower? Look at that lightning striking it, because lightning is an announcement. Remember we talked about the crows coming out earlier? Crows are messengers, it's omens, right? They go, remember, kaka, kaka, doo, 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 something's coming. But it's so unexpected, right? It's just like so, and this can be divorce and separation, because you can see in the cards, she's further along here and he's higher up here. But you see how two people are falling off of this tower? For some of you, this is a breakup. Divorce, separation. Remember we talked about some of you, your connections to people, places, and or things are keeping you blocked? Look at her. She's fierce as fuck. She's fearless. She's got her wand up and she's saying, I am not afraid to end this. I'm not afraid to move forward. I'm not afraid to let this motherfucker crumble, because the tower comes in and it obliterates anything that's there that is unstable. Let's say, for example, you were getting all these signs and indications that you were supposed to quit a job and you didn't. And you stayed and you stayed and you stayed. Then you lose your job suddenly lose your job. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I lost my fucking job. And it is in that moment catastrophic, fucking stressful, horrendous. But it is the universe coming in and saying, boo-boo, we told you repetitively, this is not your path. And it sometimes doesn't feel like a gift in the moment, but it is in hindsight. Something is very sudden and unexpected, right? Ace of Swords, bottom of the deck. That's victory. But it's also truth. It's also a fucking conversation. Do you have to have a conversation with somebody? Do you have to let them loose? Do you have to let them go? Is this telling your job, look, this is bullshit. I should be getting paid more. I'm going to look for another job. Is this you telling a person, listen, I think I need some space, or I'm not feeling this, or I feel like okay. You guys know how I feel about the conversations of telling them what we deserve. I'm not a fan of you, well, so you know that I should be treated better, and you better tell me, treat me, and you better tell me, and sending paragraph after paragraph after paragraph after paragraph to a motherfucker. Are you dating who? A fucking idiot? The bare minimals should be the most obvious things here. And if you gotta repetitively tell somebody how to treat you, and we're talking bare minimals, oh, fuck that. I'm not in the business of double texting. I'm not in the business of please treat me better. I'm the best you're gonna find. Bitch, you don't need to tell them those things. They know it, or they don't. This could be some sort of conversation or some kind of cut off, because it's a sword, right? So cutting yourself free. Want to know what's funny is that all three cards have a crown. I'll show you. But you see how two of them have a crown? And there she is crowned, because she's saying, I am queen up in this motherfucker. I rule this fucker. I rule. I don't just get fucking told what the hell to do. I don't just sit here and take the crumbs. Motherfucker, you treat me good or you're out. And sometimes saying nothing is way more powerful than sending 5 text messages. They'll ignore those 5 text messages. But you want to know what gets them thinking? When you ask, go silent. And here we go. Let's get into this extended. Below this video, click the word more. It's going to bring up all my info. First link will be to, well, actually, we're going to do this on Patreon. So the second link will be to my Patreon. Okay, if you don't follow me there, go and check out the information to be a member. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube. Thank you guys for all of the donations you guys send to me. I want to remind you guys, my meet and greet is set for December in Napa Valley. I'm a one-woman show. Lord knows I should have had an assistant years ago, but bitch, here I sit trying to do it all. I have not yet put tickets up for sale because I'm still in the process of finding a venue. If you are familiar with Napa Valley, Sonoma County, in that particular area, I think it's what, Santa Rosa as well too, let me know if you know of any great venues. I'm not real big on doing them in restaurants because it's loud, unless there's a completely separate room. And I'm not real big on being forced on the menu. All of my previous, I did 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4 meet and greets in the past, remember? Brooklyn, San Diego, San Fran, and in Hawaii. And one of them, 2 of them I did at restaurants, and that's how why I'm telling you I don't really like that environment, because it was loud. It was amazing and it was fun, but it was loud. The Brooklyn one we did in a loft. San Diego's one we did in like this beautiful lofty, almost a bohemian gypsy loft area in San Diego. I would love to do it at a winery, but it depends. So I have someone, a very, very, very wonderful, amazing client who has become a friend, who is from that area, who is also helping me figure out some stuff. But the more people we can get on this, the better. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas of areas there, venues, for December, mid-December is what I'm looking at, please let me know. As soon as I can lock in a venue, tickets will go on sale, but you know, sometimes I do the opposite, right? I put the cart in front of the horse sometimes because it commits me and it makes me, it locks me in and says, you gotta do this, bitch. So anyways, don't worry, that's still coming. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. I know the eclipse energy was rough. New moons wipe me the fuck out. I'm exhausted. New moons. I don't know, full moons I feel like, meh. But new moons I'm like, bitch, what? Right? So if you feel a little bit down, if you feel a little bit tired and exhausted, take a fucking nap. Go relax. Eat pizza for breakfast. Eat ice cream for dinner. Who gives a fuck? Self-care, bitch, okay? Remember, it's all about balance. Eat a damn quinoa salad tomorrow, bitch. Whatever. All right, I'll see you guys in the extended. Love you. Bye.